Hey brother, it's Dan with Good Guys to Great Men. Thanks again for watching today. Indecision. Indecision essentially is the one thing that women hate the most. Why? Well, because it's a lack of strength, right? It's a lack of conviction. It's a lack of values and standards and knowing who you are, knowing what's important to you. It's a lack of confidence. So oftentimes when I'm talking to guys, coaching guys, we will drill right down into an area of life where there is some indecision for him. We'll drill down into a reaction that's just happened in interaction, in a conversation. And we'll get right down to the nitty-gritty of why. Why are you not sure about the decision you want to make? Most of the time, it's because we're trying to find the right answer, the correct answer. We're trying not to do the wrong thing. We're trying not to make a mistake. Ultimately, we don't want to look weak. And of course, what really happens is we end up looking weak because we can't make a decision, because we can't set a direction. We're indecisive, not sure, don't know which way to direct us. And what's the worst thing that can happen here? The worst thing that can happen is she says, I don't like the direction that you're setting. And then what happens? Well, then you just get to make another decision, right? You just get to choose a different direction. That's all it is. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure this is the way we need to go? I mean, how many of us get asked that question every day driving around in a car? Are you sure this is the way you want to go? At work, are you sure this is the right decision you want to make? Are you sure? And most of the time, we're not 100% sure. It's very rare in life that we actually have 100% of the data to be able to make a decision which has no risk whatsoever. But so many of the relationships that guys are in that are struggling, they're struggling because there's a lack of trust. And there's a lack of trust because we don't have conviction. We're not clear. We're not sure about making decisions and setting a direction. We don't know what we want. We're not clear. We're not clear who we are. We're not clear what direction we want to go in. And we're kind of waiting for somebody else to take the risk for us. And so, of course, trust is directly linked to risk. If you're willing to take a risk, you can build trust. Even when it doesn't work out the way you hoped it would have worked out, you're still building trust because you're willing to make a stand. You're willing to make a stand for what you think, what you believe, a direction, who you are. And that's the essence of trust. That's the essence of attraction. That's the essence of connection. All that good stuff is right there underneath indecision. So find a direction, make a choice, make a decision. You'll feel more confident in yourself, even if things go not the way you think they would. The biggest, most impactful kind of indecision that we can have as a man is indecision about matters of the heart, right? About who we love, about our relationship, our marriage. So what does this look like? Indecision in a relationship looks like, I'm not sure whether I'm 2 feet in. I like looking at other women, I like looking at porn, I like spending my time fantasizing about alternatives. Right? That's what indecision looks like. And we think, she doesn't know that I'm slightly indecisive about the relationship. Guarantee you she knows. She can feel it. It's there. It's there in the mix, in the connection between the two of you. Whether you say anything about it, whether you get caught out doing something about it, it's there. Right? So if you are feeling indecisive, this is something you really need to get to the bottom of. Why is it so important? Well, most of us are feeling indecisive because we want to have a more passionate, more connected, more intimate, more sexual, more fun relationship, right? We've been together for a long time, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, even 30 years. And we've got to this point in relationship where, we're just roommates, or we're not necessarily having the connection and intimacy that we really believe that we can have. There's still a good sense of love and companionship there, but we want more. And so your indecision, your indecisiveness, your lack of commitment really does have a huge effect on how she feels attracted to you and how she wants to open herself up and be vulnerable with you. And if she doesn't feel safe, if she doesn't feel like you're 2 feet in, if she doesn't feel your conviction and your willingness to set a direction and try and be 2 feet in, then she will keep those walls up. She will keep testing you. She will keep challenging you. And so she should, because you're not fully in. And yet you're expecting her to lead the way. And that what she really wants, though she can't ask you for it, is for you to lead the way. Is for you to set the direction. Is for you to start by being 2 feet in. You know, we talk about leading the relationship and men being leaders, and this is what we do with our coaching, is create leaders. Well, leaders don't try. Leaders commit. You know, they commit. They have a vision. They set a direction and they start heading in that direction. And if that's not what you're doing, if you do it a little bit, try and then back off and sulk and get pouty, you're not leading it. You need to commit. How do you commit, right? You've got to have a vision. Not only that, you've got to have a vision of who you are becoming, how you want to evolve as a man, and you need to have a vision of how do you want your circumstances to evolve. Now, we're always talking about the fact that you can't control somebody else's choices and their behavior, but you can certainly give them a reputation to live up to, give them a vision to respond to. And that's what we do in a lot of our retreats and our coaching. So go and have a look at the website, goodguystogreatmen.com. We would love to help you with this. That's it for today. Take care. Bye. Bye.